So I'm going to introduce you to the project that we're going to build as you go through the various lectures within this course. Ultimately, big picture here, we're going to build a template inside of Microsoft Excel that's going to help us manage and track our monthly expenses. This template is going to contain two different worksheets. One, it's going to contain this worksheet right here called the monthly expense dashboard. And you can see all the goodies that we got out here. You're going to build this one from complete scratch. It's going to contain various tables. It's going to contain some graphics, some charts, a pivot table, all to help us manage our finances and track where is our money going. The second worksheet is the expense tracker. This guy right here. We're going to build this table so that every day as you're going through the month, you pay your bills, whether that's your rent, your mortgage, your insurance, your car payment, your credit card, your internet bill, your phone bill, whatever it is. Every day as you pay those, you'll enter those bills right here. As you do that, we'll start to populate the dashboard with that information. And both of these, we're going to build from complete scratch. We'll see various formulas to use, like the sum if, the count A, the offset function. We'll take a look at some formatting tricks that we can use to format our content. We'll create simple charts, and we'll create more complex custom charts to be able to populate our dashboard. So that's what we're going to build, but let's see it in action right here. So I'm going to hop to my monthly expense dashboard, and I'm going to imagine it's now a new month. The new month has started up, and I want to start out my template for that month. So we got three categories here for our various expenses. We got our bills, our expenses, and any subscriptions that we have, like monthly subscriptions like Netflix or a software service or whatever it happens to be. So I'm going to drop in a few bills here. And see, I'm going to anticipate that we got things like rent, we got car, whether that's your car payment or your insurance. We got your health insurance payment. We've got water. We got garbage, right? So on and so on. I can populate that data right here. Now I can give it some due dates. I can give it some expected amounts. Let's say for rent, I'm going to be paying $1,200 a month. Car is going to be, let's say this is the payment. I got a $150 monthly payment. Health insurance is $200. Water is $40. Garbage is $20. And I'm making some stuff up here. But I'm filling out the initial bills that I'm going to expect for this month. Maybe I've got some expenses, things like food, and I'll budget $500 for food a month. Is that good? I don't know. We've got kids, right? How much am I going to spend on kids? $100? All right, and so on, right? We'll drop these in here. Maybe I got car repair. I'm going to expect for this month that we've got a repair that needs to happen. I'm going to budget $400 for that car repair. Right, as I'm filling that out, we're going to start to see some of the data come to life within this dashboard. For example, I'm starting to see a budget versus actual chart start to populate with some data. Now, maybe I'll put a subscription in there. Let's do Netflix. All right, so some expected bills, expenses, and subscriptions for the month. Now, as the month rolls up and we start to pay these bills, I'll hop over to the expense tracker where I'll actually track the bills that I've paid. So now I've got a nice little drop down with those bills that I just input. So let's say we got rent, and that was due, or I paid that on the 6th, and it was for $1,200. And then maybe I've got, I went to the store, bought food. I did this on the 2nd. And I spent $200. And then the kids needed something, right? And I paid maybe a school fee for the kids. And I did this on the 10th, and I paid $50 inside of a school fee. So now I'm starting to fill out the expense tracker here. As I go back to the monthly dashboard, now it's really starting to come to life. I've got some values inside there that's being pulled back from that tracker that we just filled out. I can see how much we actually spent on some of those bills. My charts are starting to populate. I can see a budget versus actual amount in there. I can get a percentage of bills, expenses, and subscriptions. 0% for subscriptions right now because I didn't pay my Netflix bill. Let's pay that really quick. Netflix. I paid that on the 12th, and it was for $12.99. All right, there we go. It's in there, and now I've got a 1% for my subscription rate inside there. All right, now I can also fill out income. It's not only about what's going out, but we want to know about what's coming in as well. So perhaps I've got a paycheck. I'll say this is number 1, and I received this on the 6th, and it was for $2,400, right? So now I'm starting to see, again, it come to life here. I've got my various tables where I can get a breakdown for each of the categories. I've got some charts that are populating. I've got some nice little tags or call outs here for me. And then I've got a pivot table. Pivot tables need to be refreshed. So I click into that table. I can go to Pivot Table Analyze, and I'll refresh that. And I'm starting to get that data from the expense tracker and a nice little chart showing me where my money's going. Holy cow, right? But this is what we're going to build. We're going to go through several lectures from the ground up. We're going to build a personal budget template to help us manage our income, manage our bills. Where's the money going? Right? All right here through 2 little tabs. Monthly expense dashboard, where we can get all the graphics, get high level data, and then the low level where we can see what's actually happening here. And we can track our expenses. So get ready. We're going to jump in and we're going to take a look at how to build this. And I'm going to throw a few other topics in there towards the end of the course. We'll talk about a couple of functions like the loan payment calculator, the investment calculator, and working with Excel data tables. So get ready. Let's jump in.